All right, so where'd you have Peterson?
So for me, I got Pat P at 7.
I'm at 4. Mm-hmm. Is there any reason you got him low?
Yeah, I mean, it was a down year for him.
I know. Okay,
he missed the first 6 games, but just from what you just said about Joe Hayden and with Pat P, name and legacy is carrying a lot more with those two. Because that's what, even when you were like, well, when I was saying that I don't think Steven Nelson will get to Joe Hayden's level, that's why I went with Joe. Yeah, if we're talking full body work, but if we're talking about just last year and going into this year, I'm taking Steven Nelson.
Okay.
And that's the difference. Whereas with Pat P, I fully anticipate Pat P getting back to being dominant.
But that's the thing. I don't think it's ridiculous to take in account body of work. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't want to go back 5-6 years, but you consider even 2-3 years ago. Like what is the average of the past maybe 2 or 3 years in terms of recency stuff? Yeah. And I think Peterson will get back to that. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
And even in the second half of the season, it was just, the difference is this. Patrick Peterson is a Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame caliber corner. So your expectations for him are a 10, a 8 at worst. Last year when he came back from the suspension, he was giving us some 7s. It's not the same. You're like, it's cool, but that's not the Pat P that we're accustomed to. Whereas I think him having, start to finish now, training camp,
a little more hope with the team all around now too, a little more hype and all that type of stuff.
But I will say this, being able to have that time I spent out in AZ with Pat P, he's not the type of guy that it depends on if this team is going to be in, because let's be real, he's played on some terrible teams in Arizona. Yeah. So it doesn't hold that same weight. And that's the thing that's different. Like, I feel like people that have only been around winning teams, like obviously here in Pittsburgh, it can swing a little. And we saw that last year with the fans, like, when it started getting bad, like some fans was kind of wishy-washy a little bit. Whereas for players or fans that have been a part of just bad franchise, they go through years of bad, like, it doesn't move the same for them. They're just like, hey, I'm showing up to work. This is what I do. Like, it's not going to fluctuate.
With the Texans.
Right. Like, it's that type of vibe. So with him, Chandler Jones, like, same concept. Like, even though they know, okay, we're not about to even be close to winning the division, they still gonna go out there and ball out because that's just, it is what it is for them. Whereas you get some of these guys on some of these higher profile teams that are in contention, when they start, oh man, we only won 6 games, man, bump this, man. I'm about to get a trade. I'm trying to get up out of here, man. I don't want to play. I'm about to fake this injury. Like, it's different.